say Paul McCartney called us shit?
I don't know.
Oh hey y'all, it's Ryukin here, and welcome to your weekly dose of reviewing stuff. For real. And today, in this new episode of weekly dose of reviewing stuff here, we are going to take a look at the surprise, an Apple Watch. Yeah, but not the one on my wrist. Seriously? Do you think you're gonna review this real Apple Watch? No. Ryukin doesn't want to do that. But in this today's episode of weekly dose of reviewing stuff here, we are going to take a look at instead a fake Apple Watch from my old YouTube days. So y'all remember this? So if you've been wondering on my YouTube channel for so long enough, or you might have searched for my old videos on this YouTube channel, you might have going to see the date of the videos were like back in before October 2020, where I wasn't speaking English, but instead I was speaking Thai. Yeah, you heard that right. This channel right here was used to speak in Thai, but until in October 2020, I started to speak English officially. And the fly just nothing much of. The fly just more or less around the camera. Yeah, there's one over there. But let's just ignore that anyways. And yeah, so without any further nonsense to do, y'all, let's get this fake Apple Watch revisited started with the fusion power of Ryukin. This is a fake Apple Watch that I have when I was a kid. It was bought in late 2018, and just like what you have known in the beginning, before that I used to speak in Thai, and well, if you've been wondering on my YouTube channel for so long enough, just like what I said in the beginning of the video, yeah, just like what I said that in the beginning. So back in early 2019, on my really old YouTube review series on this YouTube channel right here,
เนี่ยก็ typical เหมือนกับ Apple Watch ทั่วๆไปครับที่เราเห็นกันเนี่ยราคาตั้ง10,000
This one right here, I used to review this thing back in the day, and it was on a 30 episode at a time, and which I got 2 of them to review, which both of them doesn't make any difference. The only thing that it makes difference is probably the one of them Bluetooth does work, but the other one just doesn't, if I remember from my memories that I have on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's actually this. Probably one of them, the Bluetooth doesn't work, but I don't know if this one right here it is going to be the one of them that the Bluetooth does work, but meanwhile the other one just doesn't. I will have to figure it out later. But in fact, after I've done reviewing this thing right here, I used this one like an Apple Watch for a while, and until the last actual use of this fake Apple Watch right here, it was on somewhere in 2020 where I used this as a Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, what it turned out? Yeah, it turned out that it just doesn't work. Yeah, and taking a look at the fake Apple Watch right here, so y'all can see that it's got a rip-off design of some Apple Watch series back in the day, like the series 1, 2, or 3 that I had on my wrist. But yeah, actually I couldn't judge of what this thing right here is gonna rip off from. But well, it's probably the Series 3 that I have on my wrist. And speaking of the Series 3 right here, comparing that to the real deal right here, so y'all can see that there's a complete difference between them. The screen, yeah, this one right here is the smaller, and it doesn't fill the entire screen, and it has a camera, which is presumably a really bad quality camera. And meanwhile on the crown right here, which yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't rotate, it doesn't turn or anything like on the real deal. But yeah, the only thing that it acts is just act as a power button, and that's really it. So, but yeah, so what are my thoughts with this thing? Yeah, actually it's some kind of a rip-off of some Apple Watch series that it have back in the day. Okay, so taking a look at the fake Apple Watch right here, just like what I said in the differences between this and this real deal right here. On the front, you will get a pretty small screen there, probably some TFT LCD, I'm gonna say. And just like I said, you got a camera right there, which is only 0.1 megapixels. And on the side, just like I said, a power button, a fake crown that doesn't turn on anything, and you got a micro USB charging port. Unfortunately, Type-C wasn't exist back then on some of the Chinese products. Only exists on Samsung smartphones or this one. And you got an uninterchangeable wrist strap, but meanwhile on the real deal it can be changed and customizable. And this one right here right now, I'm wearing a nylon type wrist strap right here for my Series 3 Apple Watch. But yeah, this one right here is a non-customizable, and you can't even get it out to swap with the straps. And on the back right there, once again, you get nothing but little teeny speakers on there. But yeah, just like what I said, it's teeny and pretty terrible. And when I open up this flap right here, it reveals something. It reveals a battery slot, and underneath the battery slot, so just look how small this battery is, y'all. It's an LQS1. It has a capacity of 380 mAh. Shorting voltage is rated at 4.2 volts. And standard, blah 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 blah, I don't know. The production date, I'm not even sure about that, but it's running 2021 or something. And on the back right there, it's just some typical cautions on there, which I'm not gonna make an interest in that at all. It's just some certifications and some warnings on the battery itself, like on the most of the lithium-ion batteries that you have back then. And inside the battery slot right here, it reveals a 1 SIM card slot and a 1 micro SD card slot. So this thing right here, it supports micro SD cards, and yeah, it has only 1 SIM card. So you can't even do dual SIM on this. Only 1 SIM card is allowed. And also, beside the barcode right there, it reveals an exposed speaker, which right there, yeah, is actually an exposed speaker. That is actually where the cutout of the hose right there is from. Actually, it is. Alright, so and before we begin in any process of putting this thing up right here, so before that, I'm just gonna bring my own micro SD card right here to supply my own storage right here and see what I can get from this fake Apple Watch right here that I have since I was a kid. And alright, so I'll be right back, y'all, because I'm just gonna get the bag full of SD cards. And I'll be right back later. Alright, I'm coming back, y'all. So I got a bag full of SD cards right here. So, and yeah. Oh what the? Alright, so some of the micro SD cards just flew out on me. Alright, so I got this one right here, which is a simple 1 micro SD card made in Taiwan, 4 gigabytes. So I'm just going to take your closer look at it. And here is a 4 gigabyte simple 1 micro SD card right here that I got from somebody else. But yeah, this one right here, it was found on someone's old Samsung Galaxy, probably S1 I think, or Note 1, I don't know sure. It's probably Note 1 if I remember. And alright, so we don't need further nonsense to do, so let me just get this micro SD card right here to work. Slide in, and alright, so and here it is, the position right here, so y'all can see that is just like that. See? It fits right on there just fine, y'all. Alright, so the only thing that I can't get to work is only a 1 micro SD card. And alright, so placing back the battery before I get to boot it up. Alright, there we go. Just like that. And then let's boot her up. So I'm just going to get in frame. Oh, come on. Alright, time to boot her up. kind of sounds depressing. Alright, so we'll boot into the OS so y'all can see that it kind of have a similar UI to the real Apple Watches that we had back in the day. It is actually running on an unknown OS, which I don't even remember of what the actual name for this OS is, but probably some generic OS that we had at the time. And so y'all can see that it's completely ripped off from like what you have seen on the most of the Apple smartwatches, that it has like what I'm gonna call it, a honey hive view or something. But yeah, this one here is just a clock at the center and the apps around it. But they're actually around so they were just actually surrounding this clock. And inside the Apple Watch right here, or I'm gonna call a fake Apple Watch, because of the basic apps that you might going to need for your daily basis. And so let me just move the camera right here to my table to see the better view on this little fake Apple Watch right here that I got since I was a kid. But yeah, so y'all can see that this is how small the screen is. It is presumably small, not gonna lie. But yeah, you know what? I'm just going to position my camera right here to this table right here so y'all can see the screen much better. Alright, so this is going to be better this time. Alright, so it's still on this page right here. Alright, so right now I'm gonna be setting time and date. Alright, so right now I will choose GMT plus 7, which is my current time zone that I'm leaving. So if you're wondering, I live in Thailand, so yeah. Alright, so right now I'm gonna be setting the current time and date. So right now it is 18, I think. Oh, come on, y'all. 18. Oh, what the?
A few moments later.
Alright, so and here's the current date and time, daylight saving. Alright, so make sure that everything is set correct and save. And it's done. It's kind of uneasy to navigate around on this pretty tiny screen right here, y'all. Yeah, for the common settings right here, you got time and date, language, theme settings, which they don't really make any difference at all. So you got some enter standby, LCD backlight. Yeah, you got 5 and until you set to 1 right there for your brightness, which is the maximum low brightness possible on this fake Apple Watch right here. But I think I'll just set it to 2 anyways, so just for a better look on your camera. Alright, so you got some basic apps right there for your daily basis on this fake Apple Watch right here. Like you got the camera, which it kind of rip off from the logo on the iPhone for some reason. But yeah, so you can see that here's the camera of this thing right here. So you got some pretty good amount of digital zoom. So let me zoom on that hashtag over there on my iPhone. But yeah, it's just completely pixelated like what it was in the old days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so and here's some camera settings right here. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that much. So this is kind of uncanny to navigate this small screen all around. We're just going to switch to memory card. And there, it switches to the memory card like immediately. And alright, so right now I'm gonna be taking a photo of myself right there along with my iPhone. Alright, so I'm just going to get a better shot. Alright, here we go. I'm going to take a photo of me and the iPhone right there, y'all. Come on, don't let the fingers on. Alright, so and here's the photo right here that I just took y'all. So it's kind of low quality actually, but yeah, that was worth it. And alright, so but this time I'm going to zoom in on my iPhone, probably right there, so directly at the camera. Alright, so I'm going to take that photo. Alright, so this is completely unrecognizable. Just say that. But to be honest, navigating this screen right here on a really small screen TFT right here on this fake Apple Watch, it was like a really uncanny experience that I had. And alright, so apart from the camera right here, so you got some gallery, which can view off the photos that you have previously taken, like on the previous tag right here, and as well as the current one that I have. So y'all can see that this is the photo that I recently took. And let's take a look at the image information. Yeah, only 11.1 kilobytes. Yeah, that's what I really like about this fake Apple Watch right here. Oh, what the? Guys, what is it doing? Oh, okay, there we go. Never mind then, it just reboots itself for some reason. And you got a calculator on this. Yeah, just look how small the screen is. Y'all, so this is kind of uncanny to navigate this calculator on this small screen right here, just like what I said. The same goes to off the stop too. So I'm gonna calculate some simple calculations. Yeah, let's try and multiply by 5. 44.6. Yeah, that's not bad actually. And here's the Canada. Yeah. Oh, what the? Currently not available. Alright, so and here's the date that I'm recording this video, which yeah, it was filmed on 9 of 12, 2023. And we got some basic watch stuff. And you got a camera remote, which is just says please install BT Notifier app on a remote device, presumably made for Android. And here's the barcode. Yeah, so if you all wanna know what this barcode is, it's probably some software to download on your Android phone actually. So this would not work with iPhone. So yeah, and we got a voice recorder. Yeah, pretty basic one. So I'm just gonna record my own voice right there. So I'm just gonna place it down and record. Alright, so testing an audio on presumably a fake Apple Watch. But yeah, here's what it sounds like. That's it. That's the sound. That's the watch. Alright, it is safe, and here is the audio. Let's take a listen. Alright, so listening and audio on this presumably a fake Apple Watch right here somehow it's just, well, just like I said, the speaker right here is just terrible and pretty tinny. But yeah, but apart from that, this right here, so no surprise why my mom and dad just bought these two of them on a, well, you know, on a discount sale where you can buy one get one for free or something like that. And it's even got a Twitter and Facebook. Same goes for that. Alright, so here is the, I think that's a pedometer, if I remember. Yeah, it's an actual pedometer that doesn't detect anything, but all the time just doesn't have any heart rate sensor on there. Okay, you know what? Let me just place down this. Oh, and speaking of the watch faces right here, so here is the one of them. That this one right here, it was the one of the absolute favorites that I used when I was a kid. This one also, but I didn't use this one. I don't know why, but yeah, this one right here and this one are my absolute favorites on this fake Apple Watch right here that I had when I was a kid. But yeah, so I do like this one right here, my personal. So it's just have like numbers of that stuff there. But yeah, actually it's not a TFT LCD screen, so there's not much any complaints about that anyways. So, but yeah, so let me just right? Okay, so let me take back the camera to its original place where it was. Alright, so I just moved the camera back to its original position right here where it was before in the second scene. And alright, so what am I going to talk about here is just going to talk about the conclusions that I have with this thing after I used both my childhood and today. But yeah, those is still terrible in 2024. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's still terrible after all. And here's an example of using this fake Apple Watch maybe. And yeah, I'm using it to listen to some tunes. But hey, you know what? I'm just going to leave with a short conclusion right here. So those is still relatable in 2024, or does it usable these days? Yeah, actually I'm gonna say it doesn't. So, but if you want to use this as a daily driver, it's up to you now. So if you really want to use this as a daily driver, or if you want to use like, or you want to call somebody with, but yeah, this thing right here is going to be for you, but not for me. Yeah, actually, but so this thing right here is just completely no match to my legitimate item right here that I have on my wrist. But despite having a customizable wristbands and all of that stuff, but this one just doesn't. So is still unreliable in 2024. Yeah, but at least it does have a plastic screen which can be easily scratched. But yeah, it has the scratch from my past and all of that stuff. But about my Apple Watch right here, the legitimate one, it does have a scratch on there and at the top too. I mean the actual screen, but not the screen protector on this, which is just some recent scratches that I've done to the screen protector. And also the camera on this thing right here, it can't even do a video mode. The only thing that it can do is just for only taking photos, and that's it. Nothing really much to say. So, but apart from that, the material made out of plastic, a complete plastic flower, and the wristband made of rubber, like on a legitimate item. But for otherwise, this thing right here is just, well, kind of feels like a toy. So, but this is why I have a really lightweight than that legitimate item. But yeah, I think I would prefer the legit item right here rather than just using this fake right here. But yeah, this thing right here is just being completely outdated these days, and the most of the people are buying better smartwatches that has a brand name, or doesn't even have a brand name. You can get a good quality smartwatch that is better than this, but this one is just completely outdated these days. And alright, so that was basically it for this childhood fake Apple Watch right here that I used to review back in the 13th episode of my older series. Yeah, this thing right here is still terrible in every which way. The way the screen, the navigation, and the camera, which, well, they're just completely downgraded. But yeah, they're all just terrible. But yeah, but I would recommend using a good quality smartwatch that you have in your mind, like a Samsung Gear smartwatch or some Xiaomi smartwatch, like any other brands of the smartwatch that you have in your mind. But yeah, by the overall, this thing right here is still pretty janky as what it is back in my childhood days. But this is probably having a janky material to it, which yeah, that is actually making this thing right here is so cheap. And you know what? I'm just going to turn this thing off entirely. Alright, so right now it's asking me to power off the thing, so y'all can see that. And right now I'm going to turn it off. So let me just get the composition. Yeah, the start sound. And before I go here, so if you like this video or you really love this video right here, so please consider to leave us a like, comment, and the most radical importantly, which is to consider subscribe to my YouTube channel. The No One Boss welcomes you all always. I do appreciate all your support, and I will see you guys later in the next video where I'm going to make more awesome quality content like this for y'all out there and for you guys. Yeah, it's just terrible after all. But I still don't know why I've made a review about this, even though I got 2 of them back in the day. It doesn't make any difference when I think about it. Thanks, my old self. Or else I'm going to use this fake Apple Watch right here for 72 hours. Or 96 if possible. And anyways, bye bye, สวัสดีครับ Oh hey y'all, it's Ryukin here. So if you do like this type of content right here, so please consider to leave us a like, comment, and also the most importantly, which is to consider subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I do appreciate y'all for that, and I will see you guys later. in the next video where I'm going to do more quality content like this for y'all out there and for you guys. And alas, for now.